Seems like no one gets married anymore. Hello, this is Chart GP Today. Well, we asked this question on whether or not is marriage matter in terms of society. A lot of people wonder, well, you can get married or you can just live together. But let's just take it the raw data as it is. Here's a thing from a poll from Poll Research Center. 1/4 of U.S. 40-year-olds have never been married. It's at a record high. You can see there it kind of was up high in the 1900s, and then it dipped. People were getting married. Got as low as 6% of everybody below 40 was married, and now it's close to 25. Let's take a little bit more breakdown of that in terms of demographics. Men are at 28 and women are at 22. And of course, you look at the racial component of that. Obviously, the blacks, of course, recently we've heard a lot about. One of the African American community is at nearly 46%. You can see the numbers there. And of course, the more educated you are, the less you tend to not be part of this single parent or single not being married. Of course, we're not going to look at the data may be skewed. In fact, people no longer get married; they just live together. So let's take a look at the overall marriage rate going back as far as the 1860s. There, you can see that it was pretty level in terms of the number of marriages and divorce rates per 1,000 people. Kind of had a big spike up during World War II, and those are special dynamics during the war effort. But you can see that recently, since about the 1980s, it's been on a steady decline, and so has divorce. But then if you look at the gap between the two, it actually makes the divorce rates continue to remain at record lows in terms of where they're at. So that's a bit of a misnomer in terms of the data. So that we asked the AI what kind of things would happen to society if in fact nobody gets married anymore. You have to look at the legal ramifications, that inheritance, etc., etc. Those are all kinds of issues. Go ahead and read the dissertation of that. But we have to look further into these details, and we'll do that in further charts. But the question is, what happens to society when that happens? And of course, people are scratching their head as they see all the newfangled things in terms of wokeism, what happens to society, crime rates. So the point is, it's a shocking number that 40% of people no longer decide to get married and do something else. Give us your take in the description box in terms of the polling. Don't forget to subscribe.